Hey everybody, if you want to find out how to make these 2 marble trays, make sure you keep watching. So originally I saw these really pretty marble trays in Walmart, but they were kind of on the expensive side, so I wanted to see if I could recreate them. So for the first way to recreate the marble tray, I just used a piece of wood that I still had lying around, and I covered it in marble contact paper. All you want to make sure that you do is that you sand down the wood to make sure there's no splinters or anything that will end up sticking through the contact paper. And once you get it sanded and wiped down, then you just measure out the amount of contact paper you'll use. And since it's extremely sticky, you don't even need Mod Podge. And you would just lay it on top of the wood and make sure you smooth out the surface so that there are no air bubbles. Take your time and then just flip it over. And because this will be a tray sitting on like different counters around my house, I didn't bother to cover it all the way, but just make sure that everything is fully adhered to the bottom of the wood. Now I found these they're actually drawer pulls, and I found them at Target, and I believe that they were only $5.99. And I'm going to go ahead and just E6000 them onto the piece of wood. It does come with nails, as you saw, but I'm not going to use those since it'll really be for decoration. Then I'm going to just go ahead and measure out where I want my knobs to be so that they will be even. Once I measure that out, I just take my E6000 glue, add a little bit to the bottom of each of the knobs, and apply them to the previously marked spot. Just to add one more design element to the tray, I took this jumbo wall sticker and placed it right in the middle of the tray, and I just used my ruler to smooth down any edges that may have been sticking up and make sure that I got out all of the air bubbles for this as well. So for tray number 2, I lucked out because we're actually getting ready to redo our kitchen, and I found a spare piece of marble laying around. So I found these elephant figurines at the Dollar Tree, and I just knew they would be perfect for handles since I knew that this DIY was coming up. And so all I did just to add an additional design to the tray and not just have a piece of marble with 2 elephants glued on top, I added some washi tape in this simple black and white pattern. I think that it adds a sophisticated look to the marble. And then I just used some of my E6000 to apply to the bottom of both of the sets of legs of the elephant figurine and place them onto this slab of marble. Course, if you don't have a piece of marble just lying around, then of course you can always do the DIY example number 1 to get the same look, and it will be really inexpensive as well as really nice looking. And once you have everything glued down, you just want to add something heavy to the top of the trays so that the E6000 will adhere. And here is tray number 1 completely finished with the E6000 completely dry. The funny thing is that when I showed someone in my house the two trays, they actually thought that this was the real tray. So it comes out really nicely and it has a very realistic look. And here is the outcome of tray number 2. I think this one is so sophisticated and modern. The elephant figurines really add a different touch than the drawer pulls do. It just ups the level of this marble tray. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? As usual, thank you guys so much for joining me for another video this week. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications and make sure you share each video that comes out every week. Stay tuned. We have some great things coming up. Wherever you guys are, whatever you're doing, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you are having a great day. And always, always stay creating. All right, I will see you guys next week. Love you.